Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Durham. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Durham. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Tigers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Durham. Made a defender miss. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hill. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the right.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The short hands, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll run play action. Using his legs to buy some time. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on third down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try the left side. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. On the move. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Wants to fire on second down. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Got his man to the left. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. That last score, trailing by 4. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality and the ground.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. This time he's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The sure hand to Anderson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up 14 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Kick is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. To throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half.
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Durham. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The offense changing the play. Shotgun snap on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that? And I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Virginia notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around. And
breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. A first down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. same play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They want to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Pressure coming. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged out of the air. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. LSU right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
I think they tried to slip it to that tight end really quickly and get him the football and create some space and maybe try to make a play, but the defense said no. There is nowhere to go.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 31 over Stanford. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. Quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a big gain. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They boot it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Run in the red zone. It's Berry. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down in possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. This is a design run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, that's a big completion at this point of the game, right? It's late, it's tied, and you're just trying to get the football in field goal range. Give your kicker at least an opportunity to win this thing and avoid overtime.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he tacks on the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make for the point after. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And the extra point splits the uprights.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. That's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations.
Touchdown, Clemson! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. The snap sets up to throw. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a man on the left. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Tigers! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown now. I've got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Wide receiver going in motion. They couldn't get it in, and what a heartbreaking way for this one to end in double overtime. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.